Hey guys, this is Falcon Eclipse, and in this episode, I decided to take a break of Betnik, and I decided to come back to Daggerfall to start our main story. So as you can see over there, the Prophet is right there, and we will go talk to him.
There you are, Vestige. We must speak at once.
Hello, Prophet.
Listen well. I have located a safe harbor from which we might plan our course of action. You must meet me there.
Okay, so where is the safe
I awoke
harbor?
in a city of Bretons, its air heavy with the smells of baked bread, horses, and intrigue. Daggerfall. The Harborage is in an abandoned cave outside the city.
Alright, I'll find you there then. Okay, so now we have to travel all the way down there to be able to continue the main quest. And most of the main story quests are going to be at that location. So you're going to always travel to the Harborage, and that's where you're going to get the new quest and everything. And you get one new main story quest every single 5 level. So you get the first one at level 5, which we are level 6, so that's why we already passed level 5, so we can continue the main story. The next one is going to be at level 10, and so on. So 10, 15, 20, and so on. The one good thing about the main story is you do get a skill point when you complete the quest. So that's why I really wanted to do it, because at the beginning of the game you can't ever get enough of skill points. So now we are at the Harborage, which is a solo instance, which means there's no other player that are going to spawn or that can help you, so you need to do it alone, which makes complete sense. And this loading screen is taking some time. There you go. Okay. The Harborage discovered. Alright, so we're gonna run down there, go talk to the Prophet, and we have a bookshelf right behind. I will read. I'm pretty sure you get a level or not, something. So anyways, let's talk to him.
Welcome to the Harborage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for.
How did you find it?
Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it.
Alright, so when you first appeared to me in Cold Harbor, you spoke of my
Indeed,
destiny.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past.
A history lesson.
I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment. Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events.
Okay. So now... Okay, so...
Follow me, Vestige, and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis.
So this is pretty much an instance where he's going to explain the story.
My part in the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life. The Moth Priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death.
We'll go first person for this, and I won't be talking while he talks, just so we can listen to the whole story.
I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study. The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world. The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them.
What does that have to do with
I only know that
me?
you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions.
Who are the Five
The Five
Companions?
Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the Dragon God, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn. The
Dragonborn?
Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City.
Alright,
You
so
have
go
already
on.
heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the Five...
Alright, so time to meet the Five Companions.
The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abnathan, a powerful sorcerer, Grand Chancellor of the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Baron Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Manamako, the traitor, the king of worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner.
So pretty much we don't like this guy right there. So let's talk to the Prophet again.
These were the Five Companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings.
So how could the Amulet of Kings turn Varen into one of the
Manamako
Dragonborn?
convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn.
So why did Varen become,
By tradition,
want to
only
become
the
a Dragonborn?
Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender.
Tell me about the other
Each of the Five
companions.
Companions were chosen for their skill and courage, and each was given a special role to perform.
Alright, let's talk about
You've already met
Lyris.
Lyris. She's a Nord warrior from the frozen lands of Skyrim to the north, and it is said that her family lineage contains the blood of giants. Varen chose her for her strength and her loyalty to be his personal bodyguard.
Alright, what about Sai Sahan?
Sai Sahan came from a long line of Red Guard swordmaster nobles. He was the leader of the Dragon Guard, the security detail of Varen and the Elder Council. While Lyris was Varen's bodyguard, Sai was charged with protecting the entire group.
And tell me about
Therns
Abnor
are one of those
Thorn.
influential families in Cyrodiil. Abner, their patriarch, is the leader of the Elder Council, a powerful battle mage and a shrewd politician. With his council, Varen was able to seize the Imperial throne years before.
Alright, let's hear about
Manamako the
Manamako.
traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Varen to perform the ritual you are about to witness.
What happened when they performed the
Disaster,
ritual?
war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
Alright, that sounds interesting. Let's witness the companions, the Five Companions in action.
There it is. The Dragonfire Brazier. Manamako, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manamako, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn!
Baron Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Lady Marco, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Moloch Baal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh, forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
Wow. So now we hate Manimarco even more.
The ritual tore the veil between Nan and Oblivion, allowing Manimarco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the Dark Anchors and initiate the plane melt.
What went wrong?
Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nan. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra.
And what happened next?
Manimarco tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nan was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Moloch Baal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nan from their hosts.
What happened to the other
Varen
companions?
was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Manimarco and delivered to Cold Harbor, the realm of Moloch
What about
Baal.
Abnor Tharn and
Tharn
Manimarco?
remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Manimarco and his worm cult.
How did you
When
end
I
up
discovered
in
the truth about
Cold
the
Harbor?
5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Manimarco got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Cold Harbor, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me.
When they saw you as a threat?
Truth is always a threat to evil men. Manimarco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nan's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Moloch Baal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me.
Alright. So that's interesting.
Long ago was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of Oblivion. But the Soul Burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Moloch Baal the opportunity he desired. Moloch Baal's dark anchors pierce the torn veil and seek to draw Nan into the depths of Cold Harbor. These terrible engines of destruction have been appearing all throughout Tamriel.
So that's a very interesting story. I'm kind of speechless right now. And look at this big anchor.
Domination is successful. He will merge our world and his own in a terrible plane meld. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity.
Alright.
And so it falls to us, Vistage. We must stop Moloch Baal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the Harborage?
Yeah, let's go
As you
back.
say.
Huh. So essentially we need to save the world from Moloch Baal and Oblivion. Which is crazy.
And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now.
Giving me a
There is so
lot
much
to think.
do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone.
Okay, so what's our
We
next
must
move?
grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met.
Okay, so we need to
Lyris
go get
sacrificed
Lyris.
her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time.
And what should I do in the
Marco's
meantime?
agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents wherever they can be found and expose their lies.
Alright, I'll do what I can.
Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, Bistich.
Alright. So that's a lot of information to take in. So, anyways, we did manage to get a skill point, which will be useful when we get to level 12, so that we can get our ultimate ability, our first one. And we did get a ring that we are gonna equip, which is perfect because it's magicka recovery and maximum magicka. But so yeah, so this is the end of the episode. It's the first episode of our the whole main story / Harborage quest line. And if you did like it, please like the video, please subscribe, because I will be doing videos pretty much every day, hopefully, depending on if I can have time to record, because I am still in university, which is kind of hard to have time to record. But if you did like it, please leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next episode for Betnik and all those orcs and quests.